Everyone, it's Yvonne back to do the star sign readings, and we were left with Pisces last time, so I'm going to pick up where we left off. Pisces, remember that you can watch videos if you have Pisces in another aspect of your chart. Since I've been doing this, so many people have been looking up their natal chart. So you can Google a natal chart. Cafe Astrology, for example, will provide you with a free report. Put in the day, time, whatever you have, details of your birth, and you can get a printout of what planets were in your chart when you were born. If you do have your time of birth, then you can be even more accurate, but you can still get a good chart without your time. So Pisces could be in your sun sign, which means you identify as a Pisces. You can have it in your moon sign, your rising. You can have it in your Saturn, which means it's the influence you have at work, whatever. But it's really interesting to go and do that. So, and it also means you can watch Pisces readings and they may resonate with you when your sun sign doesn't. For example, I'm a Capricorn sun. Sometimes my Capricorn readings don't resonate with me, but I am a Libra moon, and so is my partner. So Libra can be something I will watch because often the Libra readings resonate. But then I have a Scorpio rising, so sometimes Scorpio readings resonate with me. So be open-minded, go and get yourself a natal chart. And you can download and keep the report and really sort of get into it and understand it. So, all right, so for today, we are reading for Pisces, and I want to say thank you to all the people who've been watching my videos. I haven't been around for a little while because I was on holidays, caught COVID, then got some infections from it. So I'm back on board now. If you would like a personal reading with me, I'm only available for a couple of days this week, but everything back to normality next week. All right, so Pisces, let's just pop your card down. We'll just grab a deck of cards and we're going to read from, we'll do the Morgan Greer Tarot, which looks like that. If you've come across this reading, I do a daily reading called a What's Cracking. So if you've come across this reading and it does resonate with you, you can watch the daily readings as well. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram and pretty much anywhere else I can be. All right, let's have a look and see where we're going, Pisces. So we have the Eight of Wands coming through. Now, sometimes this is called the Arrows of Love. Sometimes the card is seen as something that's coming your way. In reality, the card talks about communication, but it's passionate communication and it's coming across the airways, which can represent like a text, for example. It could be a phone call. But considering this reading, I would say just by feeling that out, that you're getting some sort of communication coming from somebody you haven't heard from for a while. And it does feel like, not so much that it's romantic, but it does feel like somebody is touching base with you to see how you are. Could be somebody you haven't heard from for a while because there seems to be some energy of disappointment here. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. It could be somebody you've had a very good, I almost want to say camaraderie with. Somebody that perhaps is quick-witted, that you had good conversations, good deep conversations with. I feel like this person is ready to talk, maybe been out of action for a while. Does look like they could be Leo Sagittarius here, and I did have that in the What's Cracking reading. So let me just go a little bit further. This person's definitely want to talk to you, and there's a brand new beginning. Honestly, if you went back and looked at What's Cracking reading, I reckon half those cards were in the mini read for that one as well. Somebody wants a new beginning. I feel like you haven't heard from them for a while. It appears that this person is ready to talk. It could be somebody that you've had a romantic connection with. It could also be somebody who is offering you work or a job, which means that you could have had communication with them a while back, but perhaps the job didn't come through. But definitely feeling like this person is ready to offer you something. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups coming through. Wow, okay, with the King of Swords. This is somebody, it looks like here, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Again, cards reappearing that I've brought out this morning. So similar energies here. Okay, going on this, I would say that it could have been that you turned your back on somebody or you moved away from somebody. So it might not necessarily mean that they pulled the plug on you. I feel like perhaps things weren't working or weren't going in the right direction, and you may have been the one to sort of turn your back. Um, it also looks to me like there could have been two people involved here. So you could have had, if this is in regards to work, you could have had two applications that, you know, really you wanted, but you never heard back. The victory cards here. So which way it goes for you, definitely things look like they're turning around. If this is a relationship situation, you could have had a choice between two people. But what it makes me feel like here is that you were falling for somebody here fairly heavily. And perhaps whoever you were falling for was not really engaged, maybe weren't ready for a relationship. But definitely this person feels like they're coming like back again. All right, so we have the Five of Cups. Telling you there's a conversation that needs to take place here that didn't take place before, and somebody is ready to have it now with that Knight of Swords. I do have the Hanged Man coming through. Again, they're very, very similar cards. These all look even placed the same as the What's Cracking. That one didn't come out though. You've got very strong Leo energy here. So you've been waiting on somebody here. Absolutely, you've been waiting. But the Seven of Swords for me is always a card of self-sabotage. And it's sort of that same energy sort of sits here in this reading as what did in the last deck. So if you want to go back and watch the What's Cracking reading, honestly, it's almost the same cards and everything. Somebody is ready to have a conversation that maybe you turned your back on in the past because they weren't ready for a relationship. And you may have moved on to somebody else, because I see two people here. But what I want to say to you is when you're waiting for something or you're wanting a return of something, don't focus on the negative aspects, like the fact it doesn't work or whatever, because you've got this sort of energy of self-sabotage here, which sort of makes me feel like, I want to put some more cards on it, makes me feel like you may be sort of doubting that this person felt the same or doubting that this person was interested. And sometimes we can do that. You know, sometimes when things don't go well, we may blame ourselves. We think, oh, you know, maybe I did the wrong thing. Maybe I said the wrong thing. But I want to say to you here, don't sabotage yourself. I feel like it was this person's choice, perhaps not to move forward for whatever reason. And they may have been straight up honest with you and said, I'm not ready for a relationship. But I feel like now they are. And I feel like the communication is coming. This person may have a really big fat apology for you, but I feel like they want to have a conversation on how to move forward here. I don't feel, especially with the victory card here, I don't feel they were ready before, but I feel they are now. So there's definitely communication, maybe love coming. But there was some disappointment in the past, and I feel like you perhaps had this connection with somebody where you talked a lot, you had really good humorous conversations. I feel like this person was very passionate, perhaps very driven. Maybe they gave you an indication that they wanted a new beginning, but then somehow or another they questioned something. Now, the other thing too, because I can see two people here, is possibly they were in something else. Maybe they were in another relationship, or they weren't really sure what they wanted. Maybe there was a couple of people there and maybe they made a choice to let you down. I don't feel it was... I feel like they were honest with you. I don't feel that they were in any way, it doesn't feel like you've been ghosted, for example, but I do feel this person perhaps made a choice, or maybe you made a choice to move in a new direction. Because I see you turning your back here, so it's very possible that was the case. But the Ace of Swords is in the middle, and to me, this sort of energy here with this Five of Cups, to me, that's a conversation about the past. But we also have the Hanged Man with the Seven of Swords. So maybe you are a little bit unsure if you want to move forward. So I'm going to sort of put some more cards on it. I feel like this person wants a victory with you now, though. They do feel like they want to move in a new direction. All right, Five of Pentacles came out again. The Sun. Okay, now I can see the self-sabotage thing. Ten of Cups. All right. So what I want to say to you is it's very possible here that you could be very nervous about moving forward with this person because of what happened in the past. You know, maybe you don't trust it. Maybe you're thinking that this person's let you down before. What's to stop them letting you down again? But you know what? As much as you're feeling a little bit flat and a bit disappointed, and I feel like this is why the Seven of Swords comes in, you do have the Ten of Cups and the Sun card flanking that. So I feel like I want to say to you, don't be too quick to make that decision. You don't have to go in and have a full-on fledged relationship with somebody. You can ask them to take it slow. You can do what you need to do to suit yourself. That's okay. So you can say to them, well, all right, then let's just have a couple of dates and see how things go, you know, because I'm not really sure I want to have a fully fledged relationship. But, you know, maybe we can take it easy and see where things go. But I definitely feel the sabotage here may be coming from you feeling that the possibility of something happening again is quite strong and you don't want to be left again. All right, we're going to read a card from the Elemental. Oh my goodness, Yvonne. Oracle, I am really out of the run of things, aren't I? I'm actually a little bit hungry. You know, sometimes when I get sick, rarely do I feel not hungry. And usually I can eat no matter what. Even if I've got something really wrong, I still can always eat. But this time around, I really struggled. Okay, so we have passion. So let's see what it says to that. The soul passion. What the beautiful cards these are. I haven't pulled them out for a really long time. So let's have a look. It's card 14. What is the spark that lights you up? The divine lives within you. Consider your motivations carefully. Know where your resistance lies. We all have more than one purpose in life, and having a passion makes us feel more alive. The idea that passion lives within your heart or soul is both an ancient and a common one. To put your heart into an activity means to dedicate yourself completely or make a great effort. I'm feeling here that what they're saying is you may feel very passionate about this person, but you may hold back because of that feeling that maybe things aren't going to work out, or maybe this person isn't going to be true to you this time, or possibly things can't work out as they do. We never, ever have any idea how things can work out. Everything can seem amazing. We can think everything is wonderful and the bottom drops out of it. Or we can think everything is not good, things are never going to happen, and then everything just picks up and runs in the right direction. We cannot predict the way things are going to go. So if you're worried about this particular situation, then just go with your passion. Go with what you feel you want to go with. You know, say what you want to say. Don't be scared to speak up and say something, because if things are going to work out, they're going to work out regardless. If they're not going to work out, then there was a lesson there to learn. But I feel like here this card is sort of saying to you, don't hold back. Don't hold fast to what you really believe you should be doing, or what's the right thing to do, or I'm too scared to be myself because, you know, in case this happens. Because I really feel here that this is a card that's saying to you, just go for it. Have fun with it. Doesn't matter which way it goes. At least you know you've been true to yourself and you've had fun with something. All right, I will leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you.